This is DRF Race of the Day. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF Race of the Day for Sunday, November the 28th. It's race number 7 at Del Mar, and we take a look at the field for the Grade 1 Matriarch. $400,000 is the purse. Fillies and mares going a mile. You can play the race with your DRF Bets account, and you can download free Formulator past performances on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Access them, handicap along with me. Viadera is the defending champion. She looked so good kicking down the field in last year's Matriarch, but it took her a long time to get back to the races this year for Chad Brown, and it's fair to wonder whether she's in the same form as she was in 2020, and it's also fair to wonder, as we take a look at the Timeform US Pace Projector, whether she'll get a same pace scenario as last year. They went 45 and 3 to the half. They were rolling along, and Viadera kicked them down. As you see from the projector, gray bar, no speed. That could work against the closers. And I know that trainer Michael Stidham wasn't pleased that the one Princess Grace was on the lead last time out. He feels that she's better with a target. They may have no choice but to make the front in here. There just doesn't seem to be a lot of gas. Zofeli, the 5, is tactical, but hardly a burner. Regal Glory, the 6, has a little bit of early speed. Maybe Ket DeZorma will have no choice but to put Princess Grace on the lead. No matter who is on the lead, the pace is likely to be moderate to slow. Princess Grace was 3rd last time out in the Goldakova, beaten favorite that day, snapping a 4-race win streak. And really the only excuse, I guess, could be is she doesn't like to be on the lead, because she really had no excuse other than that. She made a fairly easy pace that day on the backstretch, and not only didn't she win, but it was a bit disappointing that she didn't finish second. Zofeli, coming off the layoff, was able to get her for the place, but she's rock solid. I still think she has upside potential. She's never been off the board from 8 lifetime starts, and her tactical speed puts her in good stead. She's a very logical runner. Bodicita is going to be hoping for a little bit more pace than the projector shows. She was 5th in the Goldakova last time out. First race back off of a 2-month layoff. Maybe she was compromised by the pace 2 starts back in the maybe, going a mile and an eighth, a race that Going to Vegas was able to control. Bodicita is a horse that is very solid, but I'm not sure she's true Grade 1 class. Yes, she was 3rd in the Game League, going a mile and an eighth in her first start of the year, but she's the kind of mare that needs some pace, and it just doesn't look like she's going to get it on Sunday. Viadera won this race last year, and then in her second start of 2021, after a troubled trip in her return in the De La Rose, she was able to win the Ballston Spa by a nose at a very short price. Now, I think she has an excuse for her last start, the Grade 1 First Lady. It was over wet ground. That's not really the excuse. I think the excuse is twofold. Other than that, there wasn't a lot of pace in the race. The race was dominated up front by Blowout, a stablemate, and Regal Glory, who was second turning into the stretch. There was no closing going on. I think the closers were compromised. And also Viadera had to break from post 12 and was hung wide for most of the way, so she lost valuable ground while chasing a moderate pace. The problem is the pace scenario here. She fits. I'm expecting a better effort than the First Lady, and I won't be surprised if she wins. It'll be interesting to see how much money she takes as last year's winner. Fastjet Court, the number 4, goes out for Michael McCarthy. Blinkers on for a filly that is a multiple Group 1 winner in her native Brazil. Now, she was 4th last time out behind an odds-on favorite, Mucho Unusual. I thought she ran okay in that race. She came to the outside in the stretch. It looked like she kicked on. I actually like her cutting back to a mile. I'd like her a lot more cutting back to a mile if there was a little bit more pace, because she's going to be outrun a little bit early, and I'm not sure she's the best closer. I think she has potential, but I'm not sure this pace sets up for her. Zofeli is the 5. This is a very talented horse that's nibbled and nibbled and nibbled. It's been close but no cigar for the majority of Zofeli's career, but she did win the Marshuas River in her first start this year, and then came close in 2 subsequent graded stakes races. In the Goldakova, the race we're going to show you right now, she sat a very good trip. She's sitting in the pocket, drafting in behind the pace of Princess Grace. Zofeli is going to run a good second, no match for Going Global, who is a 3-year-old filly that's very, very good. So Zofeli came off the layoff in good form. She has tactical speed. She's eligible to move up second off the layoff, and a mile is her distance. She's a contender. Regal Glory is the number 6. Now, she earned a 103 Beyer speed figure in the First Lady last time out. It was a race again where the pace held together, and Regal Glory, I thought, all in all, had a pretty good trip in her first start off a 2-month layoff. She went after Blowout, turning into the stretch under a pretty confident ride. And I have to admit, I was a bit disappointed that she didn't go by. And that's no disrespect to Blowout, who's had a very good 2021 and has been consistent throughout her career. Regal Glory looked like she was going to get her at the 3/16 and just couldn't get there. So I can understand if you're disappointed that she lost, but I do believe there's more tactical speed here. She showed that late last year at Kentucky Downs. She showed that in her seasonal debut. She can adapt to the pace scenario, and that's where I'm going as we take a look at my selections for the race. I think Regal Glory is a horse that's kind of been lost in the shuffle in the Chad Brown barn, and when you win 8 of 15, you don't get lost in the shuffle from any other barns, but maybe you do in the Chad Brown barn when you're a filly and mare turf horse. I think Regal Glory can work out a trip in here. It's the Grade 1 Matriarch, it's the Sunday race of the day, and pace might make the race. Good luck. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here, wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving week and letting you know of DRF's special twist on a traditional Black Friday sale. Head on over to shop.drf.com. We're offering up to 50% off select DRF products, including classic and formulator PPs, picks, clocker reports, DRF Plus, the DRF digital paper, and lots more. Everybody gets 20% off these select products. However, DRF Bets members get an additional 30% off, total discount 50%. Now's the time to stock up on DRF products. If you're not a DRF Bets member yet, what are you waiting for? The time to join is now. Get 50% off select DRF products at shop.drf.com. Use the code BLFRI21.